it's Erica. Welcome to the Be Unapologetic world. Thank you so much for joining my channel today. If you're new, please be sure to subscribe, be sure to comment, and just let me know what you want to see on the channel. So today, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of tips, and especially for my new beginners who are interested in sewing. Young adults, some young fashion designers in the making. If you kind of want to learn how to sew but you don't know where to start, here is the place to be. I'm going to be discussing some untraditional, unapologetic tips and tricks when it comes to sewing. I am a self-taught designer and I love the artistic flair that goes into fashion design. For me, I never ever went to school for sewing. I kind of just picked up a sewing machine and learned from there. I tried out different patterns and how to read patterns, and honestly, reading from patterns, it was a little bit difficult for me. I was kind of one where I was like, let me just look at the garment and see how to cut the fabric up from there. So it was a lot of trial and error, but it was helpful because I learned my own way, and I really do want to take the time out to share those tips and tricks with you guys. Many of you have asked, am I ever going to do sewing classes? And it's a little bit difficult because I'm working with so many different orders and clients and things of that nature, but I really wanted to just take some time out and see how I could give you guys those classes. And we are going to start having e-courses. So why not do it online? That way you can do it in the comfort of your own home. Take your own time if you need to pause the tape just to get it right and, move at your own pace. It works out that way more beneficially. So I truly think it's beneficial for every young lady and every woman to own their own sewing machine. Having a positive body image is all about owning your body, embracing your curves. I love curves, so I really do want to make sure that my women or my young ladies with curves, I've always had curves. Now that I think about it, even as a young child, I was always a little heavier, and it really took a minute for me to actually embrace who I am and how my body was made. So I really want the Be Unapologetic world to be a place where you can feel comfortable to be who you are and embrace how you look. So today, let's get into fabrics. Before we even start talking about sewing, let's discuss fabrics because you got to put something on. You can't just walk around naked unless you want to. So let's talk about fabrics. There are two different types of fabrics to make it simpler, two different types of fabrics. There's your woven fabric and a stretch fabric. Woven means it's a little bit more stiffer and the threads are more interlocked. The stretch fabric, there's a little bit more give. And ladies with curves, we know that give is important when it comes to certain body parts. So I want to show you what I mean by woven versus stretch. So I want to take a minute to explain the different types of fabrics that I was just talking about. So here's Sasha Fierce. You already know her if you've been following my channel. These are two different fabric swatches. This colorful, beautiful fabric and print is Ankara. I'm wearing actual Ankara pants. I love to work with Ankara. It's beautiful African fabric. Comes in different prints and styles and designs and all that good stuff. The only thing when working with Ankara is that it has no give. There's no stretch to it. So I know, because I've been working with it for quite some time now, sometimes you have to manipulate the fabric with your different seams and different pattern cutouts so that it actually fits and it tailors to your curves. So woven, no give. It's beautiful, but it's no give when it comes to a stiff fabric. And it depends on what you want to use it for. Let's say you want to make some drapes or pillows. It just kind of depends. So I want you to be mindful when you're going to the fabric store. Touch it and feel it and think about the project that you have in mind so that you know to purchase the right fabric. All right, and this is the stretch. This is your knit. Perfect for curves. Perfect for curves. So your jersey cottons, your mesh, spandex, things of that nature. When you're thinking about bathing suits or something like that, you really want to go with a good stretch. Now, don't get me wrong. I have created and designed a bathing suit out of the Ankara fabric, but like I said, it does take a little bit of experience knowing how to cut the pattern in a certain way so that it actually gives to the body. Okay? So now, let me give you a trick and a tip about why it's so good to know how to tailor your own garment. Let's say you go to the mall or you go to the store and you pick up a dress and it's perfect, the length is perfect, but it fits a little bit too big at the waist. I always say go a size up, especially if you have curves, because if you have your sewing machine, which all of you will get, you can just take it in at the waist, okay? So look at this dress. On Sasha Fierce, it fits a little bit big. Let me show you and explain to you, when it comes to your garments, how you can tweak it so that you don't get frustrated and throw the whole garment away. Don't get frustrated. Just learn how to work with it. So when it comes to sewing, basically what it is a combination of stitches. So stitching is basically when your upper thread on your sewing machine and your lower thread interlocks together and it creates the seam. So that's all your garment is. It's a bunch of seams put together so that it creates this fabulous garment for you to rock, okay? So let me kind of show you what I mean by seams. On the side, here is usually where your seams are, right here along the waist, at the shoulder. If you're wearing pants, it'll be the side of the hip, the inside, which is your inseam. There are certain places that your seams go in order to create the right garment. And when it comes to different patterns, patterns will tell you to place your seam here or there. But here at the Unapologetic World, we do things a little bit different. So I'm going to show you all those tips in some more videos and courses about how to do that. All right, so like I said, let's get back to the dress to see how can we snatch that in so that it's the perfect fit for Sasha Fierce. For me, what I do is just take it in right here at the waist. And hopefully by now you can already see. Okay, this is what she's talking about. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring her a little bit closer. So a seam on each side, the left and the right side. Just use your little pin, stick it through, and it may need to be taken in by 1 inch or 1/2 inch. But if you look at this, already it looks like it's tailored to the mannequin. So from the inside of the garment, when you have your sewing machine, you would take this from the inside out and then stitch it on through. Just a good inch at the waist for a good tailored look. And so these are tips and tricks that I want to teach you guys so that you don't become intimidated when you see a sewing machine. I can't tell you how many people have sewing machines in the box, still brand new. They haven't used it yet because there's some type of intimidation factor. And me personally, like I said, I did not go to school for sewing. I just wanted to sew. And if you're one of those people that just, look, I just want to sew, maybe you do want to start your own fashion collection, or maybe you just want to be able to sew or hem your own pair of pants. It's doable. So I hope that you've learned a little bit of something today, and we didn't even have to break out the sewing machine yet, but we definitely will. I'm going to have a video up about how to use your sewing machine. So just to go through how you actually thread the needle through and the bobbin, the different pieces that the sewing machine comes with. So just be sure to continue to stay tuned to my channel. There will be e-courses on my website, and that's www.theglitteragency.com. Please be sure to stay tuned, subscribe, so that way you'll be updated when the courses begin. I look forward to seeing you there. Be unapologetic. Peace. I'm on. So, I feel like every young lady, every woman should know how to sew because we have a variety of beautiful different body types. It's important that we know how to tailor garments to our bodies. So I feel like every woman should just have, even if it's a small little sewing machine from Walmart or Target, just have something that will allow you to so I truly think that it's beneficial for every young woman and every, you don't have to say. So I truly think that it's beneficial for every young, what is going on? Here's Sasha Fierce, y'all. I don't have the fabrics, pause. I'm going to take a minute to explain to you the different types of fabrics. Your